Larry King here. You will not want to miss a second of what's coming up. The biggest laughs and greatest comedians of all time. Don't change that channel.
In the past, the Friars Club has honored such great luminaries as Al Jolson, George M. Cohan, Irving Berlin, and tonight, Don Rickles.
There was a time when the kings of comedy gathered on one stage to skewer and roast their pals. Anything could happen, and usually did.
Boy, if I ever switch, you're first.
You switched and I wasn't first.
But one thing was certain when these legends got together. The evening was filled with non-stop laughter.
Two guys meet in the gym, one's putting a girdle on. His friend says, "Since when do you wear a girdle?" "Since my wife found it in the glove compartment of my car."
Hi, folks. I'm Larry King, and it is my great pleasure to be your host for the next half hour. I'm going to take you on a journey to a time when comedy was king.
Oh, will you sit down already?
If you think you've seen a comedy roast before, get ready, because you ain't seen nothing yet. With rare performances not seen in decades.
I gave up a funeral to be here.
Now, over 40 years since its original broadcast on NBC, these unforgettable Friars roasts, thought to be lost forever, have been rediscovered and are now available for the first time ever.
It's true?
Introducing the classic Friars Club Roasts collection in a special edition DVD box set.
I would like to let everybody in on one big secret. Ed McMahon really thinks Johnny is that funny.
Each star-studded DVD was handpicked with the show's original producer, 8-time Emmy Award winner Gary Smith.
These were put away in vaults for 40-plus years, and we finally were able to locate them and remaster them, and the humor is as funny today as it was back then.
You'll see rare performances you can't get anywhere else, from Johnny Carson, Dick Cavett, Don Rickles, George C. Scott, Groucho Marx, Flip Wilson, Ed Sullivan, and so many more.
Enjoying yourself, George? Gumming on your cigar?
With the classic Friars Club roast, I challenge you to go more than 10 seconds without a laugh. Big laughs.
There's a saying behind every clown, there's a sad man. In Jerry's case, it's the president of ABC.
You won't find these classic Friars Roast DVDs available in stores, on TV reruns, or any online retailer. They're only available through this exclusive television offer, at a price you won't believe. So keep watching to see how you can own this once-in-a-lifetime collection of comedy in your home.
But this has been a very great affair. This has been an evening that I'll remember until 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
It's all next on this special sneak preview of the classic Friars Club Roast. Once again, your host, Mr. Larry King.
Wow, what an honor to be hosting this show. The Friars Club traces its roots back to 1904, best known as the preeminent showcase to honor and roast the legends of show business. And in the late 60s, NBC became the first network to air these comedy masterpieces. So stick around, get ready to laugh out loud as I take you on a journey through some of the greatest moments from these classic Friars Club roasts.
You know, it wasn't so long ago, on October 5th, 1955, on a Sunday evening, the young and nervous Johnny Carson came backstage to our show, walked up to me, got on his hands and knees and said, "Shine, Mr. Sullivan."
Tonight we are paying tribute to a man who is considered America's greatest comedian. Considered meaning it hasn't been decided yet.
I'd like to say that Jack has been coming to these Friars roasts for years. In fact, Jack was at the very first one when they roasted Joan of Arc. People make fun about his love life. Not me. What's past is past.
I went to Nebraska to talk to Johnny's mother. I'm happy to report she remembers Johnny.
She doesn't remember his father. Then I called on this old high school teacher, and I asked her, what kind of a student was Johnny Carson? But she didn't remember Johnny. However, she did remember Johnny's father.
I've had the pleasure to interview nearly every performer on this incredible collection of comedy. And I love to revisit these old friends every time I pop in one of these amazing DVDs. Check out this classic from my old pal, Don Rickles.
I didn't want to be here. Had to take a bus all the way from California to be at your cockamamie show here tonight. But why am I here tonight, Jerry? Because you could get hot again. I don't know who you are, kid in the front, but you're getting on my nerves. What's your name, kid? Take your time. What's your name? Ron!
I used to listen to Jack every single week. As a matter of fact, after high school, I went into the Navy. And during the 3 years in the Navy, I became so impressed with Jack that I started to mimic him. I did his gestures. I still have a little bit of my style. I would do his timing. I would do his looks, his inflections. I even started to walk like Jack for a while. Until one night I was picked up by a Marine.
Maybe I walk like a girl, but believe me, I am not effeminate. Have I bothered any of you fellas?
How often do you flip channels and don't find anything worth watching? Well, I've got just what you're looking for. Classic comedy. Anytime you want in the comfort of your home. Like these comedy gems.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I guess the reason for these mics, we're supposed to ad-lib, aren't we?
That's right, George.
Okay, I will.
You know, watching these clips bring back so many memories. They're a time capsule of true legends.
I did not come here tonight to make fun of Don Rickles, because it would take a comedian. Instead, I've come here tonight to say something nice about Don Rickles. And for that, you have to have an actor.
And personally, I was very shocked and surprised tonight that no one mentioned that Henny Youngman's anniversary. Because today marks the 25th year Henny has been round-shouldered.
It was in July 1946 that the team of Martin and Lewis was born. There was nothing they wouldn't do for a laugh. They would squirt seltzer at each other, break eggs on each other's heads, hurl plates and dishes, and one time they covered the piano with shaving cream. They carried on like this for 10 years, and then in 1956 they split. And the reason given was artistic differences.
Just watching these classic performances makes you feel good. Takes you back to a wonderful time when you sat around the TV with your family for great entertainment. And now you can relive these cherished memories anytime you want.
Would you like to rediscover the funniest lost treasure of comedy ever?
This little old man gets hit by a car, so the cop props him up against the wall. They're waiting for the ambulance. He says to the old man, "Are you comfortable?" He said, "I make a nice living."
With the biggest and most groundbreaking comedy legends of the 20th century.
On the dais here tonight are really extraordinary people. And I'm going to get every one of them.
These comedy classics haven't been seen in 40 years, but are now available to you for the first time ever. Introducing the classic Friars Club Roasts on Collector's Edition DVD.
No, I remember with fond memories the many quiet evenings that we've spent together. I only wish they hadn't been on my show.
Imagine one spectacular DVD collection that brings together the funniest comedians of all time with rare performances from Johnny Carson, Milton Berle, Jack Benny, Groucho Marx, George Burns, Dick Cavett, Flip Wilson, Jerry Lewis, Henny Youngman, and so many more.
Alan King, who said to me in his beautiful country estate, "Notice how the hunting dogs bite your wife."
You can't buy these timeless classics in any store. They're not on TV reruns, and you won't find them through any online retailer or in any other DVD collection. But when you order now, you can rediscover that golden age of television comedy with the legend of late-night TV, the Johnny Carson Roast, for only $19.95.
Ever so often, Alan likes to get into his roles and drive down to the slums where he was born to see some of the reminders of his youth, namely his mother and father.
And building your classic Friars Roast collection is easy with home delivery. About every 4 weeks, enjoy previewing a new Star Pack roast at home. There's no minimum to buy, no club to join, and you can cancel at any time.
Can I get a Xerox of this?
But listen to this. For a limited time, we're making this offer truly irresistible. When you order in the next 18 minutes, we'll cut our price in half. So you pay only $9.95, a 50% savings.
Isn't it great?
And if you're not 100% satisfied, simply return the DVD for a complete refund. And as a special bonus, ask your operator how you can get the never-before-seen DVD featuring hilarious outtakes from Don Rickles and Don Adams absolutely free.
Well, Rupert, have you just...
So order now and get the sensational Johnny Carson Roast for the special low television price of only $9.95. Remember, this is a limited time offer, so what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and bring all the stars and all the laughs into your life right now for only $9.95, a price anyone could afford. Call now.